Dear students, let us go to the one more, the protochordate type, that is called the cephalochordata. So we have already studied the hemichordate, urochordate, and let us go to the study about the cephalochordata. Cephalo means the term itself indicates that the head. The term itself indicates that the head, and the chorda means notochord, which is present in head region. Which is present in the head region. Remember, not only the head region, throughout the, actually here you can see the body is elongated like this way, here there is the snout, and the notochord is pursed out in the snout region also. But it is generally called as the head region, but actually there is no clear distinct head formation in these animals. There is no clear or the distinct head formation in these animals, but anterior part considered as the head and snout, and up to snout, throughout the snout, or can say throughout the body till the end of the, or can say beginning of the snout, and the notochord is pursed, or can say notochord is present, and as a result of, we can say that the cephalochordata. The general characters, what are the general characters here? The general characters of the cephalochordata are generally, you can say these are also nothing but exclusively marine forms. Exclusively marine forms. Aquatic, we can say. Exclusively marine forms. And these are fish-like, worm-like, elongated, or the fish-like swimming structures or the swimming forms. So here you can say these are the exclusively marine forms. And you can say the general characters. These are the solitary or the colonial, that is the different, you can say, and body is differentiated into, or the bilaterally triploblastic, you can say. Triploblastic, no doubt, triploblastic and bilaterally symmetrical. Bilaterally symmetrical, you can say. So triploblastic and the bilaterally symmetrical, and metamerically segmentation, or the somites, you can say. Better to say the somites. Body shows the large number of the segments. Body shows the large number of the segments. The body is elongated like this way, the fish-like, or you can say, as I told, the marine exclusive fish-like forms, and the body is formed like this way here. Somites-like structure, like this way. You are able to see such type of thing as somites. So here you can see this is the snout and the head region of the anterior, this is the posterior, up to here it runs like this way here. This is the notochord. If you consider this is the notochord, and body shows a large number of the segmentation. So, and these segments are called as the somites also. Body is differentiated into a large number of segments. So, triploblastic, bilateral symmetrical, and the segmentation of the somites, you can say. And notochord, here you can say, notochord is extends. Notochord extends throughout the body. Notochord extends throughout the body. So, is it if the project even in the snout region? If it is, you can say here, as I told in the beginning. If it is the anterior region, the notochord is pushed up to here, and it runs throughout the body. So, as a result of, these are called the cephalochordate. Means the notochord not only presents in the body, but also it is able to see in the head region, and because of this, they are called the cephalochordate, notochord. Notochord. And here you can say that the digestive system. Digestive system is complete, mouth to anus, you can say. And here these are also the ciliary feeders. Ciliary feeder means the filter mechanism you are able to see, and the pharynx. Pharynx is well developed with the gill flaps, you can say. Again, you can come across here, there is the respiratory organs or the respiration. So here, a pharyngeal gill flaps, a series of gill flaps, you can say. Gill flaps are present, and that is the characteristic feature of the chordate, you can say. Gill flaps is also, that the series of gill flaps present. And when you come across the excretion, here excretion, protonephric kidneys are there. You are able to see little bit highly evolved, as lower forms. Hemichordata and the urochordata, as compared to them, they show the protonephric kidneys, you can say. Protonephric kidneys. Protonephric kidneys, you can say. They are the excretory organs. And circulatory system, you can say. circulatory system, here I will write. Circulatory system, when you come across the circulatory system, heart is absent here. There is no distinct heart. Here, there is no distinct heart, but still you are able to see the circulatory system. It is a peculiar type of the circulatory system, and instead of the heart, the atria means some of the lumps-like structure in the blood vessel only. So that indicates that the accumulation of the blood. And what type of the blood here? Blood, color of the blood is absent here. Means there is no color. There is no color. Colorless blood which is flow in a particular system like the blood vessels, atria, or you can say blood vessels, and without any a definite heart structure of the heart. So heart is reduced. Instead of that, the blood circulatory system is seen, or the vascular system is seen, you can say. So circulatory system is without, or you can say heart is absent. Heart absent, but though he is able to show that the flow of blood in a particular media. So that is called the circulatory system. And apart from this, you can say there is, as I told, the head region is absent here. Here you can say the anterior region show, consider the head region, and when the head is not clearly of the distinct, so there is no any brain, or you can say there is no any but the nervous system. Nervous system, again here you can say that is elongated nerve structure. There runs from anterior to the posterior as a nerve cord, ventral nerve cord. Dorsal is the ventral nerve cord. So nervous system. But as the nervous system is compared to other protochordals, well developed with some sense organs are there. Just like you can say the eyes, but actually there is no clear eyes. The ocelli, or you can say spot-like structure are there, and they are able to perceive the light, sense of light, you can say. So to some extent. And the next you can say the reproduction. So reproduction means, so again you can see here sexes are separate or unisexual forms. Sexes are separate or the unisexual form means male and the female are separate, and this shows the presence of gonad in the somat-like structure. Here I have told that somat-like means are the segmented body, and there you are able to see the gonads, and gonads are able to show, and on the basis of the gonads you are able to make out the male and the female. But there is only during the breeding season we are able to make out the gonads, internal or the inside the development of the gonads, male and the female. On that basis you are able to identify male and the female, or the sexes united, unisexual. So male and the female. When you can say that the male and the female, and they are able to show the release of the gonads, release the ovum and the egg, and the fertilization in the water media, external, in the water or the sea water, you can say, sea water. The fertilization is in the sea water, and so what happens here, the fertilization takes place, and so here we are able to show the development of the development is indirect again, to some extent you can say, indirect. Direct is the indirect. Direct means direct and non-direct. Indirect there is the larval stage. Again, larva. Indirect development means larva. So ascidian larva you can say. You might be knowing that the ascidian larva, and they shows a peculiar phenomenon that is called the retrogressive metamorphosis. Ascidian larva. Retrogressive type of the metamorphosis shows that a peculiar phenomenon. Later we can discuss that what is the retrogressive metamorphosis or metamorphosis in case of the ascidian. So larval stages are seen, and there is a larval or the metamorphosis complicated here. Complicated means retrogressive type of the metamorphosis by which, and they shows the adult one, and adult one once again that is the sedentary or the sessile form you are able to share. Later we can discuss that. So these are the characteristic feature of the cephalochordate. Simply remember, cephalon means head region, but there is no distinct head. Anterior portion is called the head, and there up to there the notochord shows presence of notochord in the snout, up to the snout, during throughout the body in the snout region also, and these are called the cephalochordates. All these are the similar characters: marine forms, triploblastic, bilaterally symmetrical, body segmented, somites. Notochord is present in the only throughout the body, even pulsed into the snout, and so there are the cephalochordates. Mouth and the anus is present. Digestive system is very developed. Respiration or the respiratory gill clefts are there. serial or the series of gill ducts are there, and the excretion here you can say protonephric kidneys and circulatory system. There is the circulatory system means there is no the heart, but instead of the heart it shows the blood lumps, and so the blood flows in a particular system or the vessels, and color of the blood is here not at all, or the colorless blood. And the nerve system, dorsal and the ventral nerve cord, and this is well developed as compared to others. And the reproduction, sexes are separate, male and the female are there, and during the breeding season only you are able to make out male and the female on the base of the gonads, and the gonads release the sperm and the ova in the water media. Fertilization takes place in the water, and the development is indirect to some extent and direct in some animals. But if the development is indirect, you can say the larva, and there is the acidial larva, and it shows a complicated phenomenon or the a retrogressive type of the metamorphosis, by means of which results attains, or you can say converts into adult form. So this is the general characters. Let us go to the classification here. Cephalochordata has only class, means there is the single class, and that is called the Leptocardi class. There is the single class, only class, Leptocardi. So this is the typical, the only class you can see, that is Leptocardi. And there is the example you can see, that is the Branchiostoma. Branchiostoma, example here. Branchiostoma or Amphioxus. Amphioxus. It is also termed as lancet, because the first time it is identified the name of the scientist, the lancet. This is also called as the lancet, you can say. A typical example, that is Branchiostoma or the Amphioxus. Then the only class in the Cephalochordata, so that is the only class you can say.